Put your glasses on and I'll sync to them.
Gonna have a lot to read, aren't I?
Oh yes. There, downloading now.
How can I make sense of this? Why didn't you get an expert to investigate this?
Because then they'd have had him for sure. I mean, I've skimmed some of this stuff, and if his brain is really becoming artificial, if they could prove it...
The war on emergence?
Desperately hoping they can hold back the singularity. Artificial intelligences have no rights whatsoever, no matter what their level of consciousness. An expert would be obliged to turn him in if he wanted to keep his job and stay out of jail.
It's not the reason he gave.
I need to keep it in the family.
Your children?
They're all spoiled little shits. They'd shot me as soon as look at me, and then they'd bitch and argue and fight over their share of the fortune. No, I want you to do this. Yeah, you've never asked for anything from me. Yeah, I know you've had stuff, but you've not expected it. Not the way my sons do. So, I want you to do this for me because at the end of the day, you're one of the few people I can trust with my life. Will you do it?
Yeah, I'll need help.
Your friend George? Yeah, I did a little bit of research. I suppose there's a few more things I should tell you, I guess.
Does he really want to die? I mean, he must be worth a lot. He could disappear, become a recluse.
If his brain's turning into a machine, he wants to die. He's frightened of the experimentation they might do on him if they ever found out. He says he's got it all worked out. I didn't want to ask him anymore.
That has to be a hell of a decision to take.
I was scared of what it might turn into, of what it might mean.
I've been having blackouts. I've been losing hours at a time.
You'll pass out? Has anybody else seen this?
No. It's not so much that I lose consciousness. I think I become somebody else. After your father was killed, after your father died, I was a real mess. If only I'd tried harder to convince him to go home, or if I'd just stayed and helped him.
You couldn't have done any more from what I know.
Maybe not. But you don't think like that. But after a while, I learned to cope, I did. I learned to cope by petitioning things, I dealt with the stuff I had to, and I only let my anger out when I was alone and by myself. But it didn't work. I was diagnosed with having multiple personalities. It took a lot of therapy and a lot of bloody drugs to sort that one out. And I really did think that it was buried, But now I think it's resurfacing. I think those fucking machines are somehow slowly bringing the nasty, horrible, evil person I became after your father died. I think they're bringing him back. And if that happens, if that's the truth, that's why I have to die.
Hello? Who's this? Why aren't you on voice?